What's up, Jabroni? Steven here. Welcome back to yet another reaction. Today we are hopping into Once Upon a Time episode number 17 titled Hat Trick. Hopefully you guys are excited. If you are, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Head over to Patreon for the full, uncut, unedited reactions. You can get episodes extra early over there if you want them. If you don't worry. Episodes will come here eventually, hopefully, whenever that is. Last episode was Heart of Darkness. Essentially, it was a lot of evidence piling up against Mary Margaret. That's what most of the episode was. I didn't love the fantasy angle that we chose to go with in that episode. I'm sure some of you guys really liked it. I did not love it that much. I thought it was, I don't know, just expected a little bit better, but it's cool. This episode, I don't know, hat trick. I don't know what that means. Hat trick, I'm thinking it's a hat trick. A hat trick in soccer is 3 goals, right? So 3 strikes kind of thing, maybe against Mary Margaret. Yeah, so I'm gonna hop in here, have a good time with the episode, hopefully have some fun, and kind of go from there. So pretty much like, comment, subscribe, and here we... Wow, I did this, and I clicked it, and nothing happened. Go. Yep, she ran away, she escaped, which is an interesting choice by her. I don't fully understand it. Not sure what her end game is here.
What?
Holy shit, that's just that Sebastian Stan. Sebastian Stan's in the show? Like, Sebastian Stan as in...
She's gone.
Bucky?
Henry, what did you do?
Nothing.
I don't get where her... Who the hell? What was that?
I'm so sorry. Are you okay? I didn't see you.
Hey,
I think so.
it is Sebastian Stan. Holy shit.
Fine. Think you can do that?
I don't know which fairy tale character
Maybe
had
not.
deals
Here
with
we come.
mushrooms. We saw mushrooms, but I have no idea who deals with that. Can't even. No, not even a little bit of a clue.
Well, Jefferson, but I'd be lying.
Jefferson. Who the hell is Jefferson?
Poverty doesn't suit you.
What are you doing here, Regina?
I don't know
I
who
have
it
a
is.
job for you.
I don't do that anymore.
Yes, I heard you hung up your hat. Why? Is it because your sweet daughter Grace? Understand?
Your daughter's
There's
gonna be
nothing more
missing.
important than family.
Wherever that place is, she's gonna send your daughter over there.
It's just me.
Oh man, no, your daughter's not. Your daughter
wait.
died. This sucks. You gotta be shitting me. What's in the tea or coffee?
I'm a bit of an amateur cartographer.
Oh, nice. You have a map.
Mapping the area is a hobby.
Just feeling a little.
Oh, let me help you.
That's not creepy.
Let's just lie you down
The
here.
hell, dude?
Who are you?
Did this show just introduce a serial killer played by Sebastian Stan? Oh my god. Didn't know I wanted that. Is this Alice in Wonderland?
How much for the rabbit?
That caused
Is that the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland? He mentioned Tea Party, and then we just see a white rabbit.
Would you take it for 8 coppers?
He's been watching you. He's a straight up stalker. I was gonna say, is it Sweeney Todd? But that's not Disney, or that's not a fairy. Is that a fairy tale? Oh, he made her one. That's sweet. Is he the Mad Hatter? Hat trick. Okay, that makes sense. He's the Mad Hatter. He's the Mad Hatter. That was a hat box, right? What the fuck? Holy shit.
What are you doing here? I was in the woods trying to get away.
We might want to grab a weapon. I mean, there must have been something we could use as a weapon in that room. What sucks is it appears that they're gonna get out and everything.
I see you found Spot.
I've already called for backup.
Oh man, they introduce a lot of cool dudes in this
toast them.
show.
You've been watching me.
Mr. Gold, the sheriff, this guy. Gonna get really big and just jump in, right? Oh, no. Ain't that what happened in the movie? The big movie? Sorry, that movie, I mean? But Regina wants him to go back to Wonderland.
You're the only one that can do this.
The hat?
You're gonna get it to work.
He wants his daughter back. Something happened to his daughter. So if she brings somebody back, is he stuck here?
You can't leave Wonderland without me.
Why?
2 go through, 2 go back.
Oh.
You're not gonna let the Queen of Hearts keep you from returning to your daughter, are you?
We have to go back at the same time. Okay. I thought it was just like 2 people can exit. That was it. I didn't know that it had to be at the same time. There we go. That's actually kind of terrifying. She's smiling. You
Who
can't go.
knew only 2 can go through the hat? Which is why you didn't tell me about your father.
It was the only way to make sure you'd help me.
Motherfucker. Oh, fuck. This is.
My daughter. My Grace. She's waiting for me. I promised her I'd be home for tea.
A promise which you now have broken.
If you truly cared for your daughter, you never would have left her in the first place.
Evil, evil fucking person. Oh man, this is way better than the Alice in Wonderland movie. So, who is the Queen of Hearts? We're hiding her face like we're supposed to know her.
How did you come to Wonderland?
If I tell you, will you let me go home to my daughter?
I knew it. Holy fuck.
Can't make it work. What you're asking me is impossible.
No, it has to be. If it's not, I'm never going home. I'll be cursed to live in this house
What is so
forever.
cursed about your life? Look at this place. It's beautiful. Doesn't seem cursed to me.
It's cursed because, like everyone else here, what I love has been ripped from me.
You just want to take Grace home to your world.
Nah, you're fucking with him. You don't believe him. You're just fucking with him. You're gonna like do something
It's
to
the
him.
one world where we can be together.
Man, you just sound crazy though.
Where she'll remember who I am.
I know what it's like to be separated from your kid. Crazy son of a bitch.
Fuck.
It's all right. I'm gonna get you out of here. You're gonna be okay. I can't hurt you anymore. Emma, look out!
Please don't kill him. Why do you put the hat on? Please don't kill him. Please don't kill him. Please don't kill him. Please.
Off with his head.
Please don't tell me they killed him.
You okay?
Okay. Okay, he's not dead. Whew. Did he go through his hat? So she did run. I thought that was a reason she was running. Like she was running towards something. She put the key in the room. In the cell.
Madam Mayor.
Or she did that.
Good morning.
Makes sense.
Hi, Henry.
Who is that?
Her name is Paige. She goes to school with me.
Hey, who is she in the book?
Henry, do you have your storybook with you? Can I see it?
Just like always.
Yeah. Why?
I'm just curious about something.
Where'd he go? I mean, I'm glad that, you know, he didn't die. So he's still around somewhere. And hopefully he comes back as a character. All right. So I love that episode. Is it my favorite of the, episode? I don't know. This season we've had one. These are like the top episodes to me. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Those 6 are to be the best episodes we've had. I can't remember if I've given episodes a 10 yet. Because like I feel like this episode right here, the Heart is a Lonely Hunter, I think this is the best episode. If I were to go back, I'd probably give this one a 10. Because, I mean, honestly, just because of the story and then the fact that we lost somebody. Your Souls is really good. Skin Deep is really good. And I really like this episode. I mean, I'm probably gonna give this episode a 9, maybe. Honestly, maybe a 9, maybe a 10. I don't know. My only problem with the episode, honestly, is that Mary Margaret ran. But that's from the last episode. But I just don't like that she ran, because to me it didn't make sense for her character, especially the way they set it up. Like, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. That's just my thing. But let's break down the episode real quick. Episode starts off. We have this, right? So this girl looks familiar. I thought this was some. Is her name like Bailey Madison, the actress? Am I crazy? Is that an actress? Is that the actress's name, Bailey Madison? Let me see. I'm gonna Google this real quick. Like, I feel that it's her, but I could be way off. Bailey Madison. I'm right, man. I pulled that name. Actually, it might not be her. No, I don't think it's not. I don't think it's her. I don't know. She kind of reminds me of her though. She's like been in a couple movies, and she was in. I mean, I mostly know her from like Braces Terabithia, which is like a movie from like 2006, 7 that I loved. But she looks like her a little bit in that picture. That's what I thought it was gonna be. I thought we were gonna do. I thought that's what it was. I don't know who she was in this, and I'm guessing she's playing Alice in Wonderland, right? Just because of the Mad Hatter stuff. Wonder why they showed her here. All right. So Henry is talking. He's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe this was the plan." Who? Emma's like, "What plan?" Well, the plan to make her help Mary Margaret escape. And then the episode kind of takes a turn into like, honestly, like kind of horror. Like, look at this. Like, just kind of a horror episode, like a serial killer kind of episode. Kind of crazy. So we meet this guy, Jefferson, and he's kind of walking through. Emma almost hits him, or she hits him with her car. And she feels bad. Drives him home. We then hop to him in this thing. And cool that Sebastian Stan's in this show. That's awesome. He's really good in the movies. He was good. He was in Rush. No, he's not in Rush. That was the Baron. Was that him? Sebastian Stan. Was he in, I'm trying to think what Sebastian Stan was in. Because he was in some stuff. I know he's in Winter Soldier and everything. But kind of want to see what other movies he was in. Because I know he was in other movies. He's in I, Tonya, Martian. Well, not really in that many movies. I thought he was in other movies. But yeah, he's great as Winter Soldier. My favorite Marvel movie to this point, probably still that. Yeah, so he has a daughter. The Queen's visiting him. He tells the daughter to go back into the woods, and he's gonna go talk to the Queen. The Queen needs something. She says somebody stole something from her, and she needs him to go back. He says he doesn't do that anymore, and he's not gonna find somebody else to go back. So she leaves. Why did the camera stay on this? The camera stood on this for a reason. But I don't truly know why. All right. Then we get back to the real world. We see him and Emma up, hanging out. As soon as he offered her tea, I was like, oh no, my man is going to do something to her tea. He did. He essentially drugged her. He was pretending with a limp, all this stuff. And it set it up really, really, like it handled it really, really well, making it seem like my man's a serial killer, a rapist, a fucked up individual. We get back here, we see that in this world he's, suffering, and the evil queen, of course, pretended to be this witch or gypsy lady to make him feel even worse about not being able to afford a gift for his daughter. So I like that she was this. I don't like
you could have at least let
that they chose to do this.
Where's the fun in that?
Like, what was the point? Like, that's, to me, is a TV show or a director or a writer that's just like, well, like, our audience is dumb, so let's show them who this is. They could have just used the voice, and that's it. There was no need to show her, because it's like they show her and then go back. It's just not a good scene, honestly. I just think that it was like, we have to hold their hands and make sure we let them know who this is, not that it was obvious with the man in the mirror and the fact that she sounds just like Regina. So I didn't love that, but I mean, that's like a nitpick. That's like a stupid nitpick that I have, but it's just something I noticed, and that's the whole point of this. So yeah, Emma's tied up. She's freaking out. She's in a bat. She's like, what the freak is happening? Who is this man? She tries to sneak out. Then we hop in back here. We see that he made his daughter a hat. He feels bad. She's happy. She's willing to... She loves her father, so she'll accept any gift he gives her, makes her, doesn't matter. She just loves him. He's like, I need you to go stay with the neighbors for a while. I'm going to go do a job. And this is when I figured who he was, because he pulls out this thing, and that looks like a hat box. And I was like, oh, okay. The rabbit from earlier, when the rabbit thing happened, I thought maybe she was Alice from Alice in Wonderland. But then when they brought out the hat, I was like, oh, wait, is he the Mad Hatter? That's cool. Then we find Mary Margaret's here. She's tied up. It's bad shit. He is a straight up serial killer, fucking messed up person. Then they try to run away. My man has a hat. Great delivery. I mean, he was amazing in this show. Amazing. Ties back up. He's like, I need you to do something for me. We hop back here. We find what he has to do is he has to go back to Wonderland. But, he has to go through his hat. The Queen needs to go get something we have here. And what he needs is Emma. He needs Emma to make the hat. Like, make it work with magic. But he knows everything. He knows about the book. He knows about who she is. He knows everything. Right? Well, not everything, but he knows about the magic. He knows everything from his perspective about his daughter, the evil queen, everything, right? Does he remember Regina? Because I don't understand why he remembers this. In my brain, the reason he remembers this because one, he was in Wonderland when it happened, but then that would mean that everybody that was in Wonderland that came into this world would also remember Queen of Hearts, all that stuff. And I bet they didn't show the Queen of Hearts in that scene there because they want to do a big. They don't want to like they weren't gonna do anything with her yet. And when they do use her later, I bet it's because they want to get like an actor that they like, an actress that they like. So yeah, I don't understand why he remembers. And my other thing was like maybe when he cut his head off, that's like a thing that makes him remember, or is it because then the way that they worded it was like, this is my punishment that I remember. But then that would mean that Regina purposely fucked with him. And she shouldn't hate him more than other characters. You know what I mean? So, all right, so he says, Emma, make the hat. She says, like, okay, whatever. We go here. We end up in Wonderland. We see the caterpillar thing. I thought we were going to see the cat. What's the thing? The Tresh something cat, right? We go here. Have this thing. He just had great line delivery in this episode. We have the Queen of Hearts situation. We run. Regina got what she wanted. It was a box. I thought it was a heart, but it wasn't a heart. We get the heart. We run away. The soldiers come. We fight the soldiers. We escape. Regina grabs a mushroom and apparently feeding whatever was in the box to the mushroom. Feeding the mushroom to whatever was in the box. Bring her father back. He's like, wait a minute. You knew that to come back, to go in. It's like a whole thing. Man, I would have. I mean, I guess he couldn't fight because he tied him to the ground. But, man, you little fucker. And here I was thinking you were a good father. And not at all was she, reasons for her being her way. You are an evil son of a bitch. You knew what she was doing. You knew she was doing this, and you were perfectly fine her fucking over him. You're an evil fucking asshole. All right, so they bail on him, and Regina says, if you really cared about your daughter, you would have never come here. I guess. But they get her, they take him back to the queen. He's not even trying anymore. See, like you said, they cover her face here. I bet it's because they didn't have an actress that they had for her right now because she's not going to really do nothing. But I bet we'll see her again sometime in the future. All right. They ask him how he got here. He says if he tells them, will they let him go? They cut off his fucking head. Straight up cut off his head. What kind of fucked up shit is that? Essentially, once they cut off his head, he freaks out. He says how he got here, the hat, and they're like, okay, well, if you can make the hat that got you here again, we'll send you back. And he says that's my punishment. Man, Emma's messed. I mean, I guess. He does come off crazy, so I can't even say Emma was messed up here, but he comes off crazy. But man, I thought part of her was believing, and it was all this stuff, right? And she acted her ass off here, making it seem like she truly believed him. And his dumbass turned around. Like, I was pulling for him, man. I was pulling for him. His dumbass turned around, got clocked, and it became a scuffle. I thought I was so scared he was going to die. I was like, no, please, gosh, no, don't kill him. I hate when shows kill good characters, and then they've already freaking killed the Huntsman, who was a good character, or a character I actually cared about, and then bam, this guy. What the hell? But luckily they didn't kill him. He kind of fell, and I thought maybe he fell in the hat, but I don't know if he actually fell in the hat. So did he fall in the hat? I don't know. Nonetheless, they can't find him. Again, then here comes back Emma saying, I'm not Emma, Mary Margaret, about running. And I'm like, really? That's your choice. You're really at that mindset of, I got to run out of here. I got to run. I got to be a fugitive for the rest of my life. Nonetheless, Emma convinces her, calls her family, all this stuff. They get back. Regina gets back. She's here. It makes it, Regina's like, what? Regina put the key there. It was a whole setup. Let me find out Mr. Gold, right? Mr. Gold told Regina this would work, that Mary Margaret would run. My question is, why? Why did he do that? Why would he choose to help Mary Margaret by saying, I'm invested in your future, but then at the same time say he's helping Regina, unless his ultimate plan is to fuck over Regina? Like he knew Mary Margaret wouldn't run, even though she did run. And if it wasn't for Emma, I don't know. Then here we have the girl from school who gave Henry like I have a crush on you look. Emma wants to see the book, goes to the book, sees the Mad Hatter story, the whole thing. She's like, oh, can I keep this book? Oh yeah, this part here where he's freaking the fuck out. This is his nightmare. And then he's like, she's like, can I borrow the book? And yeah, and that's the thing. Emma's slowly starting to believe. So yeah, that's the episode. Like I said, it's a really good episode, one of the best. I'd probably give it a 9 or a 10. I'd have to really think about it and kind of rate the episodes. At the end of the season, I'll try to see if I could, like, I'll try to rank them for you guys so you guys can see how I feel about all the episodes. And I'll make like a post about it or something. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, head over to Patreon for uncut, unedited reaction over there on Patreon if you want it. If you don't worry, you can get episodes here whenever they show up. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, and I'm gonna talk to you later. Peace. All right, guys. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna try to get this up to you guys as quick as possible. See you guys in a little bit.